Today we're making Caribbean saltfish. Yes, saltfish. Okay, so let's do this saltfish. We're going to put in 3 to 4 tablespoons of vegetable or light olive oil. 2 onions, just roughly chopped, yellow onions. Then we're going to add in a half of a red bell pepper and a half of a green bell pepper. We're just going to slice those up julienne style. And then we're going to put in some fresh thyme that I just minced up really well. And some garlic. So that's about 9 cloves of garlic there. There's the fresh thyme. All right, so let's go ahead and just saute that nice. And then the heat is on about medium right now, medium high. Okay, so we'll saute that a little bit, and we're gonna put in a little bit of my essential seasoning, and then we're gonna put in a little bit of Goya adobo. Not much because this is saltfish. Here's the saltfish that I had soaking overnight. Now you need to soak the saltfish, pour off the water, soak it again, pour off the water, soak it again and pour off the water. And you want to do this for at least 24 hours, okay? So then you're going to throw the saltfish into the pan and you're going to add in some Sazon seasoning. I think about maybe 2 tablespoons of Sazon. There are some fresh tomatoes and I used lemon pepper seasoning. When it was all said and done, I used about 3 tablespoons of lemon pepper seasoning. And there's a reason why I use lemon pepper seasoning, because I find that after about 2 or 3 days when you use fresh lemon, the lemon starts to make it taste funny. It has like a different kind of like aftertaste. But anyway, go ahead and stir all that in. And be very careful when you're seasoning this, because remember, this is saltfish, and sometimes the salt is still in there depending on how many times you washed and drained it. Okay, so to be honest with you guys, I only soaked my saltfish overnight, so it had a really high salt content. So I did add a little brown sugar to mine, just so you know. I probably put about 2 or maybe 3 tablespoons to kind of counteract the salt in the saltfish. And then I added in a little vinegar as well. All these things you didn't see, but I did put those things in there. Okay, so as you cook this saltfish, it's going to take about 30 or 40 minutes. It starts to break down on its own. Just keep stirring it and making sure that it's not dry at the bottom. There goes the brown sugar. So just keep just stirring it, and it literally breaks on its own. You don't have to chop it up. You don't have to do any of that. Like, the saltfish literally breaks down on its own. Right at the end, I put in a little tomato paste. That's about 2 tablespoons of tomato paste, because I like the tomato flavor in my saltfish. And basically, this saltfish cooks in the oil. It's really what it does, And it just develops a really nice flavor to it. This particular saltfish here, you can put on top of rice, or you can put it inside of patties or do whatever you want. Now, when the saltfish is done and you like the flavor and everything, and you can add Scotch bonnet. Yes, please add Scotch bonnet to have a little spice to it. You're going to drop in like 2 tablespoons of cold butter and just stir that in. That's going to give a nice finish on your saltfish. And then, at a wedding I did this past weekend, we put them inside of puff pastries, and you can, like I said, eat them on top of rice, do whatever you like. Thank you for watching my video. Chef Holly loves you, phenomenal foodies. Bye-bye.